You know, one question that I get asked a lot is, why are you always wearing a durag? Like in most of your videos, or like when you're out in public, you always got a durag on. Let me answer that question real quick. The reason I wear a durag in my videos or when I'm out is to protect you. Like, I'm doing it for you. I'm not doing it for me. I'm doing it to protect you. I'm protecting you from the disaster, which is my hair, because it's not looking pretty in the hair department, you get me? And you know how we're also encouraged to wear face masks, right? Why do we have to wear face masks? It's the same principle, to protect us.
Hold up.
To protect you from us. Now, but I didn't make this video to talk about my durag. I'm gonna talk about what inspired me to like start making videos in the first place. So it all dates back to like 2014, 2015, thereabout. You know, that was when Vine was popping, like the app. I really don't know why they discontinued it, but like that was my favorite thing to do after school. Like I would just come home and I would watch like a 15-minute Vine compilation, and King Batch was the guy I always used to watch because his videos were always A1. So yeah, then they discontinued Vine, and a lot of the Viners that I used to watch kind of like stopped making videos, except like one or two. Like King Batch continued, but most of them just gave up right there and then. But then there was also Dub Smash. Dub Smash was also really popular back then, and I think that's kind of what foreshadowed Danny Phantom, because I used to make a lot of videos on Dub Smash. So yeah, 2014 and 2015, those were basically the years of Vine. So let's jump to 2018. 2018 was when I was writing IG. I was in Form 5, and at the end of the year we were planning like one big party, you know, as a form to like celebrate, you know, having survived all those years of high school, all those years of torture. So it was kind of like a tradition for each and every Form 5 year group to have like a party after they finish IG. So we were just following tradition, and we called it the after party, and I was really hyped up for that party. Like I was stoked. I would like make like videos. I made like these short skits and like uploaded them on my status on Instagram. In those videos I was basically promoting the after party in like a Vine type of way, you know. It was like a 10-second thing, 10-second skit of me doing something foolish and, you know, just promoting the after party while at it. So quite a number of people actually reacted to the stories that I uploaded, and there was this one girl called Elena. She actually replied and she was like, hey Daniel, I think you should actually make a whole account where you upload these type of videos. And I said, you want me to look like a fool and make those type of videos? Like, I'm already a clown because I think my crush is gonna text me back. Now you want me to be a clown times 2 by making an account with those type of videos? And she was like, yeah. Then I told her, yeah, maybe one day I'll make an account. Yeah, we'll see how things go. But here's a life lesson. If someone says we'll see how things go, like if you ask a girl out and she says we'll see, forget, bruh, just forget. Just know the likelihood of you going out are very close to 0. But yeah, fast forward to 2019, April 2019, I had gone for an exchange trip with Lame and a few other, like, you know, people from my school. So one of the days we were just chilling and we were bored, and there was a piano in the room we're in, and Lame knows how to sing very well and I know how to play the piano. So I just went up, played the piano, and then Lame joined in. She started singing and it was sounding like spot on, like it was excellent. And at our school we had this event called Verbal Emancipation, where artists, dancers, poets, you know, they would come and like perform something. So Lama and I were like, hey, let's go perform at Verbal Emancipation. Okay, I know you're probably thinking, what does all this have to do with Danny Phantom and video making? But I'm getting to that. So one day Lama and I wanted to practice for the same event, right? So Elena had actually pulled up for the rehearsal, and after we played all that stuff, like I don't know how the conversation went to videos, but Elena actually pointed at me and said, hey Daniel, where is the page that I asked for? And I was like, oh yeah, right, the page. And she was like, boy, if you do not make the page this weekend, and I was not about to take any chances. I was not going to take chances. So that same day I went and shot my very first video. If you haven't seen it, check it out on my Instagram. It's called, what was the title? Showing Your African Mom Your Report Card. Yeah, that was the very first video I ever made. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, before that happened, I had this Finsta account. The account that I'm currently using was a Finsta at some point. That's why it's called The Life of Danny Phantom, because it was literally about my life, you know what I mean? And I had like 30 followers, and it was a private account, right? So Elena followed that account, and she was so disappointed to see that it was a Finsta, you know, just me posting what happens in my life on a daily basis and not a video account. So she got mad. She commented on one of my videos saying, "Hey bruh, this is not the content that I came to see. I thought it was gonna be you uploading your videos," right? So after she called me out at that rehearsal, I knew, no, today is the day where I have to make this, like, you know, this Vine thing. So that's when I uploaded my first video, as mentioned earlier. And yeah, I only had like 30 followers, so I was only getting like 20 people viewing my stuff. And you know, I started making more videos. And hey, for those people who were following my Finsta like before it, like, you know, became public, I am so sorry for the videos that I uploaded, because they were so bad. Goodness, like some of them did not make sense. The dialogues were so cringe. Like, I'm sorry you had to go through that, but you know, if it wasn't for y'all, I wouldn't, you know, be where I am today, because you guys showed support. Even though it was whack, you still showed support. So like, yo, big ups to y'all. So then I continued making videos, and I was getting a lot of support. And one of the videos that I made was like a Date My Family rendition. I did a rendition of Date My Family. So that video actually did really well, and a lot of people asked me to make my account public so that they can be able to reshare to their stories. And I was like, okay, cool. And this was like around August, September. That was when my account started getting noticed, because yeah, I made it public. So yeah, to cut the long story short, I started uploading more on my Instagram, and I also created a Facebook page where I also upload my videos, and YouTube I also upload there as well. But the thing about YouTube is that I promised to make diversified content from what you normally see on Instagram and Facebook, but the only video I was able to make when I made that promise was the 11 fingers mind trick. But now, because there was the lockdown and we have to abide by all these social distancing rules, I don't think I'll be making as many videos with like people, with like a lot of people like what I did then. So I'll be making more of these, like, you know, one-on-one type of videos, you know. So if there are any topics that you want me to talk about, just like, I don't know, drop them in the comment section, or you could, you know, send them to me on Instagram or on Facebook or wherever. And yeah, thank you for watching this YouTube video. And you already know what I'm about to say next, so I mean, you should know what I'm about to say. Literally every YouTuber says this at the end of the video, or like in the middle of the video. So yeah, just do the things that I'm about to say. You know the things, you know the 3 things: like, comment, subscribe. Thank you.